We are both 21. I promise. I did put too much vodka.
Yeah. I watched you pour that and I was like, it's not water, man.
I said, tell me when to stop.
And you were pouring too fast.
I lost grip on the bottle.
Yeah, I don't think we ever locked that one down.
I just went to go grab my phone and
Besides,
I
you know, rooms are
Sorry.
always
You have to sit there.
I know, it's kind of the worst.
I think about that. I'm like, what do you do when there's
I
like a
just
lull in the
talk to
commercial?
myself. Just talk to myself. Oh, this is the high school episode. Suggestive dialogue, language, and violence. The Holy Trinity.
I love that they count down really dramatically.
It's great.
I gotta get out of here.
Have a Bible study.
I'm Christian.
Interested in Exodus.
Exodus.
I love when the shop's so dark.
I
don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I was about to say, like... Oh. Hello, sir.
You okay?
How is he already in the manor?
I'm assuming this is like a flash forward and then like episode will go back.
Honey, I'm home.
Or is this him, like, imagining how it's gonna go?
Imagining.
Darling,
Yep.
I'm liberated from that wretched cell. I should never have doubted your brilliant, cunning mind. Drink that quickly, I'd like to have sex.
It's poison?
There's like nothing in there.
You're awful quiet. How about a welcome home, Dad? I missed you, Dad. Tell me all about your thrilling escape, Dad. Or silently judge me. I don't care.
Problem is you do.
Oop.
Of course, none of this is real. It's not going to be that easy.
Okay, I'm actually very glad that,
Stop. No, no,
That's a cool shot.
no.
like, the
No,
way
no,
it
no, no,
worked.
no, Jessica. Pour a boy a drink. Right now.
This is a dream, or more precisely, a pathetic delusion.
Get rid
A what?
Pathetic.
I heard prophetic, and I said, excuse.
Do you want to put it a little louder?
Uh,
Like one or two louder?
if you want. Then you can.
What is it? That's not the best one.
That's it.
Yes, you're almost at the top. You'll own this hill. Checking with your board. No shoulders.
I can do it. It's the, yeah, just up.
Back here?
It's, no, I can do it, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
When did that become a compliment?
Wake me up. And then the TikTok fades. Consider the, I can't read. Consider the past and...
Good morning, Dr. Whitley.
My boy. How'd you sleep?
It did it. It did it like the TikTok.
Sometimes a man's dreams is only respite.
Or a hellscape where his worst fears play out on a nightly basis.
I guess I was talking about myself.
Well, you are a narcissist.
And you, understandably, are still processing the significance of the recent indiscretions. Let's have another session today. I'll have Mr. David pencil you in for 4. I'll be free. Great. 4s. That good for you, son?
That's
I'll be dealing with my problems the same way as I always have.
By pushing them deep down.
No one knows the pharmaceutical could get your mother. Get a real number on.
I like the spread out of like the French press, all the meds, and then like water in a stemless wine glass.
Yeah.
That
We've got a case.
Hello, sir.
Is that Gil? Put me on speaker.
No.
Everything all right? Better now. Where are we headed? Westchester. There's been a murder at Remington Academy. Mayor pressed me to take the reins. Of course he did. We must protect the children of the rich at all costs. So she don't want to go back to the oppressive boarding school from which I narrowly escaped. Nope. And they don't want to see me either. What if I say I need you?
Everyone's just manipulating Malcolm, huh?
Consider it.
Yes.
But only if the victim is Headmaster Brumback.
So, I guess it's my lucky day.
Oh my god.
Well, cheers.
Cheers to Headmaster's dying. I get that.
Not saying names, but you know exactly who
Not
I
saying
mean.
names, but.
Where is this film?
School has the kids in lockdown. Let's go, Greg.
This looks like a college.
Yeah. Also, when I searched Drummington, the only one I found was in Florida.
I don't even remember his first name. Headmaster Nathaniel Brumback. And this is the rest of his office.
I knew a name with him.
Oh, okay, that's kind of sick though.
That's
Nathaniel's a good name.
Veiled brides from wealthy New York families. Also, their kids could attend one of the most prestigious boarding schools in the East Coast.
Right, went to school here.
Of course you did.
Can you shed some light on the pool party?
Senior prank, Remington tradition. When I was here, they forked Quan.
JT's losing it. The baby's a week overdue, and if Tally doesn't give birth in the next 24 hours, they have to use.
When the last time you did record? Alison. Actually, hold up. Let me put a finer point on that. When was the last time that JT brought Sally to orgasm? Oxytocin can help trigger labor contractions.
She's not wrong.
The prostaglandins in JT's sperm.
Okay.
I love Idrissa.
What do you have, Idrissa?
They're mean to her, and she's only helpful.
It's a real trip in here.
She's literally spitting facts. Like, I don't know
Stop
what to
your
tell
office setup. Phone, banker's last, handcuff. Even a sad desk firm.
And our victim?
Just bounds to the chair.
How does this work on top of the desk?
You
Not
know,
for
we
you.
should have seen it intact. It really completed the whole vibe.
So we're looking at a drowning?
Can't be sure. Not gonna do.
Brumback was a gatekeeper, so check out.
This is just gonna be
parents,
Sherlock, actually.
ex-teachers.
These enemies aren't just adults. He was tough. A disciplinarian.
Student killed her? Murder's a bit of an escalation.
Why is there like a vignette
It is
around?
right. Kids would do this.
The kids here might.
It's really funny. We were just talking about how shitty high school was today.
Literally.
Like not even 2 hours. Oh.
Oh my gosh, that's literally the shirt I have. Except it's different color.
I just need a break.
That's the
Try something
same
new.
shirt.
Be someone new.
I'm obsessed with how they do the makeup to make him look younger. I'm obsessed with
And the
that.
part, they just give him a part.
They said middle part. No one in college has good style.
Okay.
He's supposed to be in high school right now, 2005.
No one in high school has good style.
This transformation. What are you gonna call yourself, Malcolm?
Is this bitch holding a fucking briefcase? Sorry.
Malcolm Bright.
Malcolm Bright. It's not bad. Good luck, son. Those bastards at Remington won't know when to hit him.
Oh
Professor
no,
Delaney.
but
Lord Malcolm Bright. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Oh, you must be Lieutenant Arroyo. Thanks for being here. I'm Alan. So, the board's chosen me as interim headmaster, which may be more of a curse than a privilege.
Why is that?
Oh, the Brumback baggage. There's not a kid on this campus who doesn't dread having to report to this office.
Oh.
that hair. That was a lot.
127 students.
More like suspects. You see? Let's keep an open mind.
I'm not worried about his mind, Lieutenant. I've been in awe of it for almost 15 years. You do your thing, Malcolm. Besides, your mother has assured the board that the investigation will remain discreet.
My mother?
Around here it's Vice Chairwoman.
Look,
Mr. Delaney, I assume the reunion has been auspicious.
You called the mayor.
Why would you make me come back here?
I needed this handled delicately, and he would have said no.
I think I might say no now.
Malcolm, please. My family helped build this school. If the press report that the headmaster was found dead in Pop Pop's aquatic center, how soon until they connect that back to
My mom's aquatic center.
back to you.
Sometimes you're
You'll
dumb.
need to review the headmaster's recent schedule. Phone records.
I'll talk to his secretary. Thanks, everybody. I'm glad you're here.
The way she totally doesn't have to do her at all.
No. It's just for tension between her and girl.
Yep, drama.
And I'll go and profile.
Profile what? A wet stapler? Like,
What are you really doing here? The last time we were together, you told me to get lost.
That was personal. This is professional. Gil, we're adults. Surely we can separate the two.
no.
No.
Talk to me. Well, there are two crimes. One is a prank, elaborate yet childish, and the other is a murder. This is a case of teen brain.
Teen brain. You're kidding.
You can make up things.
Not usually. Explain teen brain.
It's the psychological state of adolescence. The frontal cortex of a typical teenager is underdeveloped. They can't weigh the consequences of their actions.
Not
spiced around like
on
that.
that.
Now I know, but it's not what it's called.
What is it called?
Adolescence is
Being a
also
child.
research on mental disorders
Yeah.
on the surface, even psychopathy. Combine teen brain with that,
That
you get
is true,
something
right?
I didn't hear
a lot
that.
worse than that.
Like certain like mental illnesses like present during adolescence, like
The
psychopathy.
Lord
Yeah.
Jesus will be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, inflicting vengeance on those
It's
who
called,
do not know God.
Yeah, I think.
That's why I always stay away from the shrimp.
Let's break into discussion groups.
No. The way that upset me as a college student.
That's great, Pete. Just great. But I think God has plenty of fire and brimstone for me in the next life. I have to escape in this one.
Good doctor, we must maintain appearances.
I'm gonna try to figure out what the term is.
Commune with Brother Darrow. He's preyed on our problem deeply.
Groupthink. That's the term.
Group think?
Past judgment.
It's not a good term.
Wait, what does the term mean? Oh, that's beautiful.
Where's a foaming balloon?
An inflated catheter inserted into the cervix to encourage dilation.
Poor Tally.
Oh my gosh, I just put together that Tally is a nickname.
Great to be back.
I'm stupid.
Ghost Tally.
I was so
I thought her
confused.
name was Tally.
Because they called her Natalia before, and I said, who?
This is your year, right?
Oh, I did not catch that.
Class.
So groupthink is the practice of thinking or making decisions as a group in a way that discourages creativity or individual responsibility. That's the term I was thinking. That's what that was.
I enjoy that Malcolm and John Watkins got locked into closets.
There's something there.
There is something there.
I don't know what.
It's called being unwell. Bleach.
Trevor. I wasn't born with it. Didn't happen until years after my father's arrest.
Well, yeah.
Wait, did something happen to you?
You're not born with the fucking
Brumback expelled me. Put my name in his little black book.
You are gonna look at me and tell me that your tremor is from being locked in a closet and not the fact that your dad is a serial killer. I'm gonna have choice words.
See, no, that's funny. I'll get into this in the commercial break, but that's actually like a continuity error.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some choice words.
Jump.
Why? Why are you kicking me out?
Because I know what you really are.
Oh my god, did he like bust out of the closet and like hurt someone? Because that'd be iconic. Jump. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You won't, coward.
And he does. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Was that more of a jump or a fall?
We'll return after this Fox fast break.
Yeah, if you're gonna tell me that's what his tremor is from,
Okay, so in episode 11, when they're interviewing John's grandma Matilda, no, it's before that. It's 10 when they meet Shannon. Malcolm's hand tremors when he sees him, and Shannon's like, "Oh, I know who you are. You're Malcolm Bright," and like he recognized him because of his tremor.
Yeah.
So like that meant that like Malcolm's tremor started right after Martin got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're like, "I got it from his closet."
No.
No. The script supervisor missed that one.
Yeah.
I was asking.
And there's someone whose job that is. Like
That is the
check
script
continuity.
Yeah, the script supervisor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's if you want like a script supervisor who's going to like know their shit, just hire a fan.
Mhm. Yeah. It's interesting. Like I watched like that podcast about The Office, and they talk about continuity errors sometimes. They'll just be like, "Yeah, that was continuity," because like fans will be like, "Oh, this and this like don't add up. Like you talked about it like differently in like 2 separate points. What happened?" And they'll just be like, "Oh, it was a continuity error." Yeah. And they'll directly call out their script supervisor. They're like, Veda missed that. I'm like,
oh, we're back on.
see, I want to know why this stuff's not floating. Like, I know it's not the big picture right now, but...
Tell me, why should I help you? Do you have a family, Daryl? Not anymore. You want to know why? Not really, Daryl. You think you're better than the surgeon? I see myself as better than no other man. Still, I am profoundly smarter than you. So the question is,
Sometimes you're
why should I help people?
Job
You know about the zones.
Yeah.
Claremont has 3 security zones, red, green, and blue, all accessible through their own key cards. The problem is no card has
Why does this bitch get on a sweater?
My son is working on that. Yeah, he's right there.
No one else is wearing a sweater.
Really knows how to cut a man, too. Uh-huh. You want to steal a key card?
Yes.
He already lifted 2 of them. Now all we need is Ray.
Sorry I'm late. I didn't.
Have a seat, Louisa.
This doesn't have anything to do with Brumback, does it? Why are we here?
We're waiting for someone.
Should I now?
You look out of your mind, bro. You know that suit costs like $700 too. Like,
It's a lot more than.
I mean, I don't know how much things cost.
Why would you jump in with your phone? You're a dumbass.
It's stupid.
I'm Bright. Malcolm Bright. And I'll be your profiler today.
Police profiler? You're a detective?
He's the detective, but I'll be asking the questions. You're here because I found Headmaster Brumback's
No comment.
book.
It's not
Literally
real.
none.
Just a myth they tell for scaring the freshmen.
You'd think, right? But, funny story, I saw it when I went to school here. He kept it in a lockbox in his desk. You know the one. It's floating in the pool. Hence the sweat. Right.
The way he just
Book
rolled his
is
eyes at you.
reserved for expulsion level offenses, and your names
I missed
appear
like
on the
one
last page, dated yesterday. So, tell me, what did you do? And who wants to go first?
I was in Brumback's office, but I didn't do anything. It was about my graduation. Pep talk for my salutatorian address. He knew I was
Oh, she's
disappointed.
gonna get that bitch.
I'm
Salutatorians
National
don't
Honor
get a job.
Society
Oh, yes.
editor-in-chief
They
of the
do.
Daily Stat.
Louisa also.
Thank you, Professor Laney.
I'm sure a beloved headmaster wouldn't want a little thing like his murder to affect her college prospects.
Dude, you're dripping.
Yeah, Otter does that.
Fine. Brumback called me in. He was pissed. 2 girls got in a fight over a status update. Was one of them your girlfriend? They both were.
So gross.
Boys, right?
Yeah.
Brenda caught me smoking pot, a so-called drug that's legal in 11 states.
Fight the power of Molly.
He was ancient, he had a good run.
Excuse me, as revolting as that statement is, none of what's been said here is a motive for murder.
Not necessarily. But you've all exhibited interesting psychological markers. Lack of empathy, paranoia.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Grandiosity.
It's called survival.
I have one more question.
No.
Did you talk about this before you came here?
Tea. Fuck.
We don't talk.
He's a jock. She's a stoner. I'm
Perfect.
We're not friends.
Don't have
Can I
to.
go now? I mean, my condolences to our late headmaster.
You know what though?
They're lying.
Like,
All of them.
Lack of empathy is not enough to get you to murder.
like I know all three of
I
those
don't know if
children
they're
sucked, but they're all
But I think they're
minors, so
friends.
they should not have been
Oh,
being
thanks.
questioned.
Oh no.
Oh, unless
We're
the
at
teacher
high school,
counted
right?
as like local
High school.
parentis.
When I pulled out that book,
But that
they
was all
exchanged
really
looks,
sus.
glances,
Yeah, no, that,
fleeting micro expressions that indicated familiarity. They're hiding
The
something.
micro expression. Now you're using words.
Students are innocent.
Driving back to the city is gonna be hell. Maybe I should drive. Reggie's always riding the clutch. Is that the science lab? LCD display, color illuminating 200 megapixel camera with the mag to 1K.
she's gonna find something.
Yeah.
Physics club. If they have a thermal mass flow controller up in here.
What's in it?
Ah. Not even distilled.
Jessica, this needs to stop. You're interfering with my case.
Because I can offer valuable insight.
Generations of Miltons attending Remington Academy is not valuable insight.
You are allowing your
She was
unfortunate
not.
experience at Remington to cloud your judgment.
And maybe you shouldn't have forced me to come back here.
I am on the board of trustees. I know
Whatever
these
you do, actually,
students.
it's probably good.
Louisa, Anton, Molly, they're all from impeccable families.
So was I. And I was expelled.
And just like you, none of them is capable of murder.
Oh,
You can state things.
sorry, I couldn't resist. I used to be in physics club.
If
Are
they
you a
don't do
freshman?
No.
In the wrong place.
You
Welcome
bitch.
to boarding school, bitch.
You bitch.
Welcome to boarding school, bitch.
That's definitely a crime. Like
Assault?
assaulting.
Assault?
assaulting. Oh, they're technically not.
No, but they're still police. And
Yeah.
assaulting an officer is still a thing.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, does she count as an officer? I guess so.
She's employed by the police department.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on?
I don't know.
So obviously they all know each other.
Yeah, you could like the way that they were like looking at each other. Like,
Oh yeah.
You could tell. They were like bright side of their micro expressions. I literally hated her.
Microexpression.
Shut up.
I said it to my freshman year watching Lie to Me, and you're over.
It's just such like it's like a pretentious thing to say. It really is. It sounds pretentious.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Why just like, attack Adrisa though?
I don't know. It was just water.
It was, unless it's not.
But like, how is she supposed to know by looking at it?
Yeah, like
I have no answer.
seems stupid. Like unless they just like enjoy hurting people.
They're definitely covering for something, because like you wouldn't attack a police officer
Oh,
unless
yeah.
you were hiding something.
Oh, they're like, are you a freshman? Does she look?
Do you think?
Does she look 12, 13, 14? No.
No. And you know that the police are there. And it really was the lack of empathy, like.
Oh yeah, she was like,
I really
"Yeah, I'll come
jumped
to you."
out.
I was like,
I was like, oh.
did not care.
3 students with a lack of empathy, and it seems like a high amount. I don't know. Out of 127 students, they said?
They're all like rich though.
What's the T? It's like, what's the statistically? What is the number of
Why you should know
psychopaths
this?
per?
Isn't it like 1 per 10,000 though, or something like that?
But you should know that. Why would I just? I mean, I am a psych major, but like
You should.
I just don't know. Things.
You are no longer a psych major. You have a psych degree.
I have a whole degree.
You paid money to know this.
How many psychopaths are there?
My Google search history after an episode is always like this song with these lyrics, and then it's like, how many minutes would it take for someone to bleed out?
Me watching Criminal Minds because they were talking about like a gang, and I wanted to know like specifically like what the gang like was about. So now I just have like gangs in my series.
Just gangs.
Like this specific gang that's like they're like white supremacists, and I was like, oh, adds up.
Long back.
So it's like 1% of the population. What's 1% of
America?
What's 1% of 127?
I don't know. Why would I know
There
that?
was a fridge full of water bottles, and these kids acted like I was trying to steal a compound microscope.
And it was Anton, Louisa, and Molly. According to Delaney, Remington doesn't have a physics club. Whatever they're up to, it's off the books. You were right.
That's not
We're on it together. But, you know, what?
I don't know that.
Well, it might not be just water.
That's
There are a handful of drugs that are water soluble. MDMA, LSD.
Run into some water bottles.
1 in 100 people. So 3 people is too many.
Oh.
The label's a crib sheet.
And if Brumback knew, they could kiss their Ivy League futures goodbye. There's your motive.
Your kids teaming up to drown their dead master?
Oh, it wasn't a drowning. Runback was dead before he hit the pool. The killer used chloramine trihydrate. It's a poisonous antibacterial agent.
And it wasn't 3 kids, not together. Teen brain doesn't fit with organized crime.
How would an antibacterial
She's brains.
Louisa Morrison's father is the top hedge fund manager. If we bring her in for interrogation, she's coming with a high-priced lawyer at her side.
Then maybe we don't bring her in. I know of another master interrogator who's dying to talk to her.
I was so pleased you could come for a visit. I'm the one who's pleased.
I desperately needed to get off campus.
It would be her.
Bet you
It
did.
would be the series.
You poor children. Have you spoken with your father?
Please don't tell him I'm in the city. He wants me to come home.
I would want that too. Skirmish with the police is not a good look. I didn't know about that.
And he doesn't need to.
Louisa, if you are holding anything back, I suggest you come clean.
I should go.
That was sus.
really sus.
I know about the cheating.
Can I tell you about the time I took the SAT out east and 3 kids got kicked out for cheating?
Be less obvious.
And it
Do
gets better.
better.
One of the moms came in and started screaming, was like, that's unfair, my kid was not cheating. The kid was cheating. The kid was cheating.
He threatened.
And sorry, I'll
He
finish.
said he'd out me if I didn't work for him.
Louisa,
Work for who?
you can trust us. Who murdered
You
Headmaster
fucked
Butler?
up. You said us.
The one tier. Yeah, so the mom came in and was like, my son was not cheating. I demand for him to be like let into the test. And this was like while we were in the middle of like the English section. It's just like a woman screaming. I love you, Netflix.
It's the same thing.
Books don't talk back.
Unlike most students.
What are you doing?
Book is old.
Are you just fucking brushing up?
Purposeful look about you. What's happening?
Louisa identified Anton as the ringleader. We were here to arrest him.
Anton. Oh, tell me more. You can come in.
No, don't do it.
You still claustrophobic?
You bitch. I fucking remember wearing a blazer to school. That's
My mom's sending a car.
You sure you don't want to stay in Kansas this weekend?
I know who you are. Malcolm. Whitney. Your dad lives in a mental institution. Because he's a serial killer.
We got that.
This is public information.
Have an awesome weekend with my mom. Mickey! Mickey, come back! Let me out! Let me out!
Think of how like traumatizing this is, like, because it reminds me of the girl in the box.
Yeah. See, no. I have issues. We're gonna have issues. We're gonna have problems. We're gonna have a slight disagreement.
Hey. Alright.
Don't touch him.
It's grounding.
When I was at Remington, when Nikki Covington locked me in that closet, who told him my real name?
You know, I defended you to Brumback, right? You should never have been expelled.
Thank you. Who told me?
I don't trust him.
Brumback must have known.
Why always the detective, huh? You have a compulsion to solve things. Just leave it now.
Listen.
Dear Dad, I called the dorms, left the message using your real name. Sorry.
Okay, that's kind of the rule.
What the hell? Were you expecting a helicopter?
Hello. Ooh, that jacket as well.
All units on unit code 9. Cover yourself to the south field. Suspect is on the run. Repeat, suspect is on the run.
Antoine's on board?
Need LT use daddy's money for the getaway car.
How do you just know how to fly a helicopter?
Which kid? There were two.
They don't fucking know how to fly.
There were 2 kids in our school who knew, like, who were like going for their pilot's license, so they knew how to fly airplanes.
It's not fun there for the students.
Is it? I don't know.
I say with mock, it's superiority.
So do we trust that teacher or no?
I mean, I believe that Malcolm would do. I mean, Martin would do that.
Oh yeah. But I mean, like, in general, do we trust that teacher?
I don't trust any teacher.
Cause like,
I don't trust any private school teacher from experience.
cause like, in the beginning he was like, oh no, like I'm headmaster now, or like that's a curse. Like, is it? Is that how you feel? Also, the entire subplot with like Tally over my head.
Yeah. I think she's good.
Yeah.
She's good.
I mean, she's not. She's a week past Carrie date.
Yeah. That does suck.
What's funny was that people were predicting a baby episode to be episode 6, but so far we haven't seen Tally or JT at all. So I have a feeling that by the end of this episode, we're going to see the baby.
Can we, Beaver?
Murder in Remington. Oh, forgive me if I root for the killer this time. Kidding.
No.
No.
Tell me about your case.
I need to know why you did it.
Did what?
No. Why?
That could be a
Why
lot of
did you
things.
betray me? Why would you do something so despicable?
I've been accused of a great deal. Please be specific.
You told them my name. You destroyed my last chance of a normal childhood.
You still get into Harvard, you're fine.
Phone call.
Remington. How surgical of me.
You're a narcissistic psychopath. But do you know what else you are? You are a terrible father.
There it is. There it is.
That upsets him more.
There it is, boys.
I was in that closet for 3 days. No
That is
food,
hard.
no water,
He's still
trapped.
You can't go through you that way.
You can.
Was it because I
3
cheated?
days?
Yeah.
Because I
I mean,
left?
you won't be well, but like you can.
Or was it because I'm nothing like you and you can't stand it?
The rage in that.
How you wish that that were true.
You literally said last episode he wasn't ready to go off.
But not this. I never called Remington Academy. I never agreed with your mother's boarding school experiment. I love my son.
Did you just say I never called Remington?
Still do.
Why should I believe you?
Because you are the one person I cannot hurt. Even when my own freedom depended on it. Go on, do it. Analyze my sick, deviant mind. You know I'm telling you the truth.
I don't know.
So we don't trust that teacher.
I asked you about your case. It's the real reason you're here, isn't it? Someone's lying to you, Malcolm. And it isn't me.
Brumback was poisoned. Chloramine trihydrate.
It's a compound used in medical sterilization. It's also a bleach.
Oh.
Can save old paper, reduce browning, deterioration.
Professor Delaney.
And he's off.
Whatever David gets paid. Mama.
He's gonna swipe the card. Don't hurt Mr. David!
He's been good to you, sir.
Mr. David has been nothing but an angel.
I confronted my father.
God. He denied outing you, I'm guessing.
I would. We have no other verbiage here.
Parent who lies so consistently,
We're
gaslights
doing that
every
first.
turn.
I'm sure.
I can imagine how difficult that is. That's why I prefer books to people.
This is literally called you.
Let you down.
Is that why you need so many? That drive to collect points to obsession, anxiety, intrusive thoughts, and need to control
I think we
one thing
all have intrusive
in an out of control world.
What is
I can guess the right key.
Trying to make a jump.
There's a card on my lock. He has a red card. All I need is your ship. Well, Mr. David's grown fond of me. It's quite sweet, really. He almost thinks we're friends. And I can easily gut him before he figures out otherwise.
You bitch. That's so rude.
That was so sus.
All of this is sus. You think you're doing a good job, you're not.
Were you profiling me?
No. But I've been profiling my father all my life. He's telling the truth, which means you're lying.
I should get a lawyer about now, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where are we? Hi, Danny.
NYPD! Andrew, we can see him. Anytime Corey, you're under arrest.
You like can't just walk into
Murder?
someone's house, but
Not to mention boarding a chopper to your daddy's handy real estate tax shelter.
I didn't kill Brumback. You told Nikki my real name. I was just a kid.
Please, you were more than just a kid. You saw everything. Having someone so observant around is inconvenient when you're running a cheating ring. What do you say?
For over 20 years,
You bitch.
you gave students the exam answers. Why?
Oh, please, these kids, their money, privilege. You leave this school with the promise of what? Anything you want, a fabulous life. And I am stuck here. So why should
You can get a new job.
You literally can.
Please lock him in the cage.
Headmaster Brumback was poisoned with chloramine trihydrate.
I use it to restore books.
My profile was wrong. I wanted to punish those students so badly I missed what was right in front of me.
But they know something.
You killed Brumback.
You extorted 2 young girls. You're a cheater and a bully.
And Tom didn't extort anyone.
Molly, what are you doing here?
I'm scared. Love. We had to get off campus. We don't want to be next.
Who are you running from?
No, you are wrong, Malcolm. I help kids cheat. I'm not.
I'm not a murderer. No.
It's still salutatory.
Yeah.
What is it?
Sandwich. She made it.
Yes! Thank God it happened. Like his nightmares banging on the glass door of his cell.
That's kind of the idea.
She was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Not every road
I
is a
know.
story.
Like, oh, literally, that's a plot of you.
1000%. This is you, Netflix. Like.
Just continue. And I had a drink with dinner.
I did too. I had a glass of white wine.
I had vodka.
Just vodka.
Vodka, orange juice, and
Screwdriver.
grenadine. Like a tequila sunrise.
But without the pineapple juice.
Yeah. My mom was telling me the other day how to cut a pineapple because I'd never cut a pineapple.
You cut all the sides off.
And she said, "Oh, you cut around the core." And I said, "Pineapples have a core."
You know how like, have you ever had an
I
edible
love being
arrangement?
21 years old and like so.
Have you ever had an edible arrangement?
Yeah.
You know how they make the flower pineapples? You know how the center like feels different?
Yeah.
That's the core.
My dad used to like get them from Patience.
That ends up.
That was a sentence I really just said. Sometimes. You were a rich kid.
I mean, my dad gets them from Patience. Us. Malcolm.
Yeah.
I like that Malcolm admitted though that he was like, oh, I wanted to blame the kids so bad. He should have.
Yeah. You should have.
Sometimes private school kids are. Like,
Even if like it wasn't the kids, we really shouldn't gloss over the lack of empathy. Like
no, that was concerning.
You can look someone dead in the eye and say like their headmaster was murdered, and they can not care.
And best of all, airtight. Oh, and the signal mirrors, utter garbage.
You killed Headmaster Brumback. Why? No college is worth this.
Speak for yourself.
Literally
My
no
father
college.
taught me you don't let someone like Brumback stop you from doing what has to be done.
He went to Harvard. He would know.
Perhaps the weapon itself is not enough. Perhaps I'm going to require the whole kit and caboodle. What are you doing? I want the key cards, Sparrow. Not the plan, search it. Don't you see this is more plan unfolding?
Give yourselves over to his guidance.
Amen!
We build life.
You sure you know how to cut a man down? Because I do. Ephemeral artery might be a bit difficult to reach from here, and I'm not sure how floating around in your fetid crotch. But you go out it and break your arteries are easily accessible. Several short stabs. You'd be astonished by the blood flow.
That's why you're doing this? Your father? For his approval?
I'm not some rich kid cliche.
And you are.
You're not, are you? This is about getting away from him. College means escape. Somewhere far.
Doesn't it?
3,400 miles, to be exact. Oxford. They call me legacy here.
You are.
Me too.
And you know, it's a lie. I'm a prisoner. His boarding school, his college, right into a job, his firm. Not anymore.
I do.
I get her.
She's not right, but she's also not.
She didn't have to murder, but she's making
But
points.
you'll still be his daughter, and you'll still be a killer.
No.
The lady
Literally, yeah.
is dying, and when the air runs out in here, I am next.
Time's up.
That's all for today, my brothers.
Martin, come on.
Please
Don't do it. No.
I read, this heathen has brought a weapon into the room. He's got a knife.
You know.
Like, Martin just set everything back.
He shouldn't have come back.
There would be a lot more air in this room than like y'all are putting
I'm
off.
sorry.
There's a fairly large room.
I was never good at like molarity, so I couldn't tell you how much.
I killed somebody too.
No, you didn't.
Shut the fuck up.
Have a nice weekend, Whitley. All right.
Oh, yeah, that was an accident. Oh, did he punch him in like?
He has asthma.
Looking for this?
Stop!
Is it? I never told anyone the whole story. How I swiped his inhaler. Emptied it.
No,
You were afraid of the police.
My father.
Talking about it. They can be so.
This entire episode was pointless except for that one scene.
Actually,
Excuse me.
what is left in? He's a serial killer.
That's why the. I'm sorry.
I have many problems with that.
Oh, he killed someone? We, for all of season 1 and like the little bit of season 2, he was like, no, I'm not like you, Dad. I don't kill people. You killed someone when you were 17. Like, it's kind of sexy.
I watched them suffocate.
And watched and watched and watched.
I have a feeling we're gonna come back from working on he didn't actually die.
Oh, that'd be so lame. Then don't tell. Oh yeah, because he's just telling this girl so like she'll let him out. Gross.
He's gonna
Like the kid coded, but then like Malcolm like administered like CPR and he came back or
Yeah.
something.
Like you're gonna tell me this was never brought up?
No.
Like if there's a kid actually dies, you're gonna tell me.
They waited a whole season and 2 episodes.
That would be so random too. Just in the middle of the second, like the end of the second episode of season 2, they're like, oh, he did kill someone. That's so random. That'd be a weird choice.
I mean, weird choices have been made on this show. Okay, but this entire episode was pointless except for that.
Do you know how long it would take to empty an inhaler?
You just keep pumping it, right?
I don't know, but like,
He had a whole weekend to do it.
yeah. Because there's like 100 and something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's maybe an hour's worth of work.
I guess so. Would it just keep going though? I've only ever used an inhaler a few times.
I used to have an inhaler.
This kid does not die. Like
I sure hope he does though.
Headmaster Grunback sensed it. The killer inside. That's the real reason he expelled me. But he was wrong. I'm not my father.
Yeah!
Please! Somebody!
Wait. You saved him?
Yeah.
You didn't kill him?
No.
Remind me why I'm still talking to you.
Because
the whole purpose of
that's what the lady's iron needed time to heat up. I'm sorry, Mr. Morrow.
What are you doing?
Must be a fire suppression system in here. An alarm?
Yeah. And remove all the oxygen from the bulb.
That would work.
Are you insane?
Amy.
It would also eat up the oxygen faster.
Yeah. But someone didn't hear that.
I hope Demi gets it. Oh.
Miss Morrison? I need you to come with us.
I like the
Those
hats.
great men would wear a turtleneck.
It's just a
That jacket. My manager walked into the store today. I looked at him and looked at my coworker and said, no shirt.
I know, you don't have to say it.
What the hell's the matter?
He's in
with you,
shock.
Or maybe you do. I'm fine, really.
Guys,
Give us a minute, Powell.
Oh, I'll tell you the baby.
Come on, Gil, can't we just jump to the end? You say, a fire? You started a fire in an airtight vault? Have you completely lost it?
It's a little performative, but sure.
boss, can I just...
And then I remind you that you arrested Louisa. We solved the case, saved Delaney's life.
And nearly died of asphyxiation.
I mean, he's fine.
All in a day's work.
I was just about to say that.
We've got a baby!
Oh!
Little JT.
We get a name?
Just when we needed some good news.
No, we don't get a name?
She said little JT, but I'm just saying like
JT's kid. Yeah. I wonder if they use one of Frank's like kids' baby pictures.
So,
Hmm.
did you close the case?
Well done.
Of course, I wish that you had included me from the start. I know a great deal about poisonous oxidizing agents.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Excuse me?
I accuse you of something that you didn't do. And I'm apologizing.
This is big. I am proud.
Okay. Here we are. You're apologizing to me. These are words I did not expect to hear.
How
realize I'm
people with no
apologizing for
empathy
anything
respond to
else.
this,
Come on,
right?
let me have this one little moment. Apology accepted.
I don't care.
I know that I am, so people say, a little problematic.
Problematic doesn't get you chained to a wall.
Oh no, I meant problematic in the sense that I'm not all bad. And that was your mistake at Remington. You should have owned your last name. The rich, dashing son of a killer. Oh, those little devils would have loved you.
At least one person would have learned it.
Right?
One. You're gonna tell me if someone was the son of a serial killer, you would have been like, yeah.
No.
Don't worry. I can't.
Can't what? I was not paying attention.
Sorry. That was my fault.
Yeah, you're good.
Call me tomorrow. Enjoy Bible study.
Not to be that bitch, I'm gonna redact this part out.
And behold,
I.
voice from heaven said, "This is my beloved son, with whom I am well pleased."
My whole body just convulsed.
My child.
You killed 23 people.
On the inside, use me.
Okay, let's get down to it. I'm here to catch a killer. Nancy started to remember things.
You're the only one who knows the truth.
Your children killed him. Apples don't fall that far from the tree. Prodigal Son, next Tuesday at 9 on Fox. Brett, move your Super 6 on the
That is too much for a third episode.
No, that's the fourth episode.
That's too much for the fourth episode.
Um,
That's like a mid-season finale.
okay, so that entire episode was pointless except for like the last 10 minutes.
But he didn't do it.
He didn't do it, but like he thought about it.
I'm still confused on why they're trying to say the act of almost killing someone caused a tremor.
Because he realized he was like his dad. Hmm.
Questionable.
The promo was more. Literally the last 10 minutes, we got JT's baby, who we don't have a name for.
Unless you just weren't paying attention.
No, she just said little JT.
I think she did, yeah.
We have
We figured out that Tally is a nickname.
is Natalia.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or Natalie. I think it was Natalia.
No. She's Callie, I don't know what to tell you. Literally just the last half where Malcolm was like, oh, this kid has asthma, I will hit him in the chest.
Would that happen?
I don't know. I mean, not no. Like, because when you...
I guess I'm dumb on Maine, but like if you punch someone in the chest with asthma.
I mean, like, if you punch anyone in the chest, it's going to take their breath away.
Yeah. Like knocking the wind out of them, but I guess if you have asthma, it's harder to like...
Yeah. So when they
restart
get
your
it
lungs.
mm-hmm. But Malcolm emptied it.
Yeah. Which those are expensive, sir.
It was rich boarding school. Like, $40 inhaler. And then, like, Malcolm, like, watching. With just, like, the blood splatter. And like,
you're gonna tell me, like, no one else goes to that school, though. Like, no one needs a hall.
It was an empty hallway for, like, 2 kids to have a fight.
There definitely was, like, hallways in school like that. Where, like...
But, so Malcolm almost but then didn't kill a kid.
Yeah.
And Martin was like, I wouldn't lie to you, and he didn't. And then Malcolm apologized.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
He said, I'm sorry, and I was like,
Me, Martin, I don't know what to say.
Sir was confused.
I'm confused. And maybe this is because I, like, wasn't really paying attention. But she killed the headmaster, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She poisoned him.
Yeah.
With the book stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Because Malcolm was like, oh, I killed someone too. And she's like, I haven't killed anyone. And he was like, not yet. But I was like, you did.
I do not remember those lines of dialogue.
Maybe I was just not listening.
Because he went, oh, but I didn't kill him. And she said, oh, you didn't? Like, that's
anyway. But then at the end, when Martin gave up the other guy.
I wonder why. Like, what?
Because he
to make him seem trustworthy.
Oh, maybe.
Because you went, oh, I pointed out someone who's doing something wrong. Obviously, I'm not doing anything wrong.
Did the guy give him the key cards? I thought he didn't, because he was threatening him. Because he had, like, if this was the ship, it was, like, in his hands like this. Right?
Maybe he took his book when he was, like...
Oh, maybe. Because we saw him pressed up against the wall of the book.
Yeah.
Okay. But then he started quoting, this is my son with whom I am very pleased. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I was like, you are not.
God.
I searched. You were like, I can't believe you really killed this kid. And I was like, you didn't. I was like, there's no way. They're just gonna throw that in the third episode. But then they're gonna throw all that shit in the 4th episode, so.
That promo.
That was a lot.
What would even happen? We do need to touch, before we get into the promo though, we need to touch upon Gil. Because when Malcolm was mocking him, I don't know what that accent was.
Yeah, what was that, sir?
I don't know. It was funny though. And then when you were like, no straight man.
No straight man!
There was the line last episode, and it was like, be straight with me.
Yeah.
Why were there were a lot of gay jokes in this?
There were.
Like stuck in the closet for 3 days. What? Stuck in the closet?
And he said like, oh, like, come in. He said come in.
Why did you out me?
Yeah.
Like that's
specific terminology.
Yeah, like don't. Why did you tell Nikki who I am? Not why did you out me? Like that's a very like they mean different things.
Yeah. Like you, not to be gay on Maine, but like if I was gonna use that terminology, I would be doing it for a reason.
Yeah. Also, according to previous episodes, episode 16 from season 1, Vijay went to high school with Malcolm.
Yeah.
And they were friends because no one was friends with them because they knew both of their dads were in prison. So like this entire episode just didn't make sense conceptually.
I love, what's the term?
Continuity?
Continuity errors.
They were the corner table boys because both their dads were in prison. And once Vijay's dad got out of prison, that's when Vijay was like accepted by everyone again.
But you're saying that once people figured out that Malcolm's dad was in prison, he got expelled.
Yeah, so
that doesn't add up.
No.
Who's your script supervisor? Do the better job.
And then, okay, no, but the promos. I can't even remember what happened. I know Ainsley starts figuring things out.
Yeah. And there's that shot where it's like Jessica and Ainsley were like laying in bed and she's like looking at Ainsley.
Ainsley's asleep and like this is the second time she's been in bed with a serial killer. I should have phrased that better. But
like laying next to
yeah.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. Not a serial killer.
Martin was saying, I guess to Jessica, that like they killed.
Oh
him.
yeah, about Endicott, both of your kids.
Gil went to the prison. Gil was there.
Oh yeah, and Idrissa was there because someone at Claremont dies. That's like the murder next episode.
And I guess Danny was there too.
We probably won't see JT for a bit. I really, really hope that they don't just like introduce this baby to like give them something else to focus on instead of like the racism profiling that like happened to JT in episodes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Cause that would suck. Idrissa and Martin.
It would have been weird to just like throw it into this episode though.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it would have fit.
No, this episode would not have fit. I wonder why like JT wasn't used in this episode though. Like I know that they said
because he was at the hospital.
I know, but like I don't get like an actual like logistical point for that. Like
maybe the actor's filming something else.
Or maybe Frank. I don't know. This episode. I mean, every episode is going to pale in comparison to episode 2.
Yeah. I mean, maybe next episode you'll like.
Next episode might be very, very good because there was a lot happening, but the promo was better than like this. I kind of wish Malcolm killed the kid, but like I get why he didn't. Yeah.
Like that would have been a bigger issue
than like everything
throughout
else.
the show.
Yeah.
I thought it was like logistically he can't have killed this kid. Like he would not have a job.
Yeah.
On a police force if they found out he killed this kid. Like.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we got it up.
Did not. Alright, I think that is it. Unless you have anything else to say.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I like how it was like that the term is groupthink when I thought of it.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good term.
I hate it.
I was like, I don't make the term.
That's like what it's called like when you like brainstorm something for like a class, like group discussion.
They use it for like riots and stuff too though.
I did not know that. Very interesting. Alright, that is it.
That is it.
Good night.